Thank you so much for joining Dr. Rushing and I today to learn more about our upcoming conference in Denver this summer. We can't wait to meet you and your families. It's going to be an incredible event. Let's get right to it. Gabrielle, who can attend the conference?
That's a great question. The conference is open to OCNDS patients, caregivers, their family members and friends, as well as medical professionals, researchers, and industry representatives.
And what are the dates and location of the conference?
Yep, the family conference portion will take place from July 18th to 20th this year, and it will be at the Embassy Suites by Hilton Denver Central Park in Denver, Colorado. And the exact address for those who would like it is 4444 Havana Street, Denver, Colorado 80239.
And Gabrielle, can you tell us a little bit about why the scientific and family meetings start dates differ?
Yep. So the scientists are meeting separately on July 17th and the morning of July 18th. And the reason for this is that the scientific and family portions have different tailored experiences to meet the unique needs of each group. So because the scientists are meeting earlier, this offers researchers, clinicians, and industry professionals focused time to collaborate, share findings from their research that are not published yet, and discuss the latest advancements in OCNDS research. And then when we start the family meeting in the afternoon on July 18th, this really creates a welcoming space to families to connect, learn, and participate in sessions that are really designed specifically for family needs. Scientists and clinicians will also attend the family meeting after that and present some of their work to families in a way that's easier to understand. And they're invited to engage with families, learn more about their lived experiences, and also collaborate together in a crowdsourcing activity where we will all work to develop and prioritize OCNDS research questions. So together, this really ensures that everything that we do is meaningful and impactful for everyone. So Jennifer, what is the registration fee for the conference?
So there is a registration fee for the conference. We do our best to remove financial barriers to participation in the conference, and we'll talk about those later. But because this is a huge financial undertaking by the foundation, the conference costs over $150,000 to put on, that we need to make sure that families are all in. So we charge a nominal fee, which is $50 per adult and $25 per child.
And who must register for the conference?
Everyone attending the conference must register, including babies and children. Even if your child is an infant and not attending the sessions, they still need to be registered for childcare and planning purposes.
And what does that registration fee include?
The registration fee includes one hotel room for those that qualify, and we'll go over that later. And it's for 3 nights, July 17th, 18th, and 19th. It includes access to all family conference sessions for those who need it. Childcare is also included. It includes also individuals who are over 18 with OCNDS. Childcare is also, or care is also provided for them. Meals are provided as part of your registration fee. So daily breakfast, lunch Friday and Saturday, and a box lunch on Sunday, and dinner Friday and Saturday night. It also includes activities for both children and adults that are planned for the weekend.
Great. So given that information, what day should families arrive at the conference?
We recommend that you arrive at least one day in advance, July 17th, because hotel check-in is at 3 p.m. and this will allow you time to get settled. And in addition, starting on the morning of the 18th, there will be research opportunities for families.
Great. And is there a code of conduct for the conference?
There is a code of conduct. We want to ensure that we have a respectful and welcoming environment for all those attending. And so by registering for the conference, you have acknowledged that you've read and agreed to adhere to the conference code of conduct. Gabrielle, are there any lodging discounts for families attending the conference?
Yeah, so as we mentioned earlier, the foundation will cover one room per OCNDS family for 3 nights starting on July 17th if they qualify for specific criteria. And so that criteria is that families that live in the US must be enrolled in our research efforts, including Citizen Health and Simon Searchlight. International families must be enrolled in Simon Searchlight unless it's not available in their language yet. However, families that do not participate in the research initiatives are still eligible to book at their own financial expense at our discounted room block rate that we've reserved for the event, and that is $169 per night plus applicable taxes and fees.
And we have a lot of families asking this and some confusion that when they go to book their room on the hotel website through our block, the hotel is asking for their credit card number in order to secure their room. Can you tell us a little bit more about why we need to give our credit card to secure the room?
Yep, so a personal credit card is required to secure the reservation, and that is to cover any incidental charges. So that's extra charges that the foundation will not be covered, such as if you order room service, have laundry service, etc. However, if you meet the criteria for the lodging coverage by the foundation, you will only be charged for those incidentals, and the main room charge will be charged to the foundation.
And what if a family needs more than one room for additional family members or friends that are coming with them to the conference?
So those additional rooms will be the financial responsibility of said family or friends. However, they will still be eligible for the discounted room rate that we have negotiated for the foundation unless we run out of rooms.
And if a family has special accommodations that they require, what should they do? How should they let the foundation know that they have these requests?
Right. So right after a family registers, they're going to receive an email confirmation and it's going to contain a questionnaire. And that questionnaire will ask about any special accommodations, including any accessibility needs, allergies, or dietary restrictions. So we ask that families please fill out that questionnaire as soon as possible so that we can work to accommodate those needs.
And what amenities are available at the hotel?
Yeah, so each room is actually a suite, and it includes Wi-Fi, a mini refrigerator, a microwave, and a pull-out queen sofa that's separate from the bedroom portion of the room. On site, there are also pay-as-you-go laundry machines and an indoor pool. They do have on-site parking available for $12 per day.
And how does a family book a hotel room?
Yeah, so they can book the hotel room using our special link that's right on our registration page. If anyone has any issues, they can reach out to us at research@csnk2a1foundation.org.
And what if my family or I want to stay longer or come earlier than the conference dates?
Yeah, so if families want to extend the stay before or after the conference, 1 or 2 days before or after, please still use the hotel link to book for the conference dates. And then we have a special contact at the hotel, Jennifer Martindale, and her email is jennifer.martindale@eshgateway.com. And she is our contact directly to inquire about availability and pricing to keep that discounted room block rate. So this isn't guaranteed, but you can inquire with her directly. So speaking of all this financial considerations, Jennifer, are there additional travel scholarships available for families to attend the conference?
So we had a generous donor who's donated $10,000 to help families travel to the conference. They're available to families who qualify. There is a form which you have a link to after you register. They're based on the scholarships are financially based and they're also awarded based on the number of applications received. So to apply, register and you'll get a link to the form to come to the conference.
Perfect. And then what airport should families fly into?
We recommend flying into the Denver International Airport, and the airport identifier is D as in Delta, E as in Echo, N as in Nancy, Deanne.
And how far is the conference hotel from the Denver International Airport?
The hotel is approximately a 15-minute drive from Denver International Airport.
Great. And is there a shuttle service that's offered from the airport to the hotel?
Unfortunately, there is no shuttle service offered. You'll need to rent a car or use Uber or Lyft or a taxi. The average fare is about $70 one way from the airport to the hotel.
And we've received this question a few times, but will any type of childcare be offered during the conference?
Yes, complimentary childcare will be available Friday and Saturday during the family conference sessions. Um, in the post-registration questionnaire that you will receive, we ask you questions about your childcare needs. So please make sure to fill that out. And we have engaged corporate kids events to oversee our childcare program. They also oversaw our childcare program in 2022 in Baltimore. And Dr. Rushing has also had good experience working with them.
And will they offer any type of supervised care for individuals, adults with OCNDS, so anyone that's over 18?
Yes, any adults with OCNDS are eligible to receive care through our Corporate Care Kids program, so there will be programming for them. In addition, as we get closer to the event, we'll have a separate kind of fact session like we're doing right now, just related to childcare.
Great.
And Gabrielle, can you tell us about this unique opportunity that is happening at the conference with the crowdsourcing research question workshop?
Yeah, so historically, prioritizing research questions has been limited in the past for other disorders to just the researchers that are working on it. However, our session will allow families, researchers, and clinicians to all come together and collaborate, not only to identify gaps in OCNDS research and care, but also prioritize the most pressing research questions in OCNDS that will then work to directly shape future research directions, including what the foundation funds.
And can families share their experience with researchers? Will they have the opportunity to tell them about what it's like day in and day out, caring and living with someone who's affected by OCNDS?
Absolutely. We are encouraging families to share their lived experiences during some family-centered panels. That's like a more formal avenue to do that. But we also encourage families to interact with researchers and clinicians during those collaborative activities and meals to share their lived experiences.
And will the sessions be recorded for families who are not able to attend in person?
The sessions for the family conference portions, so the sessions on July 18th and 19th, will be recorded as well as translated into multiple languages for accessibility. And those will be available on our YouTube channel a few weeks after the conference.
And the date is to be determined, but we will have a question and answer session after families have had time to digest that information that's posted on the YouTube channel, probably about 6 weeks after. So you can get on virtually and ask researchers questions about what you've heard at the conference. And that leads us to Gabrielle, is there a virtual option for the conference?
There is no live virtual option. However, like we mentioned, those family conference sessions will be recorded, translated, and available on the YouTube channel.
And if someone would like to register for the conference, how do they do that?
Yep, you can register directly on our conference websites. If you go to csnk2a1foundation.org and go under the events tab, our website will be there. And the registration deadline is June 15th.
We actually pushed it back to June 7th. Sorry about that. I think on our social media channels, we've been putting the 15th, but we need as much time as we can to plan. So the registration deadline will be June 7th. Sorry to
That's okay.
switch that
No
up on
worries.
you. And then after someone registers, what can they expect?
Yep, so right after registering, you're going to receive a confirmation email, and that will come with a questionnaire that we previously mentioned. And this will request details such as your childcare needs, allergies, dietary restrictions, any special accommodations, t-shirt sizes, as well as your travel information if you have it already, so that we know who is coming on what day.
And yeah, so we know that there's a lot of parts into coming to the conference. There's kind of three major parts so far. One, you need to register um, at our registration link. Two, you need to register, you need to book your hotel room using our block code. And three, you need to fill out our post-registration questionnaire. So there's three steps, and make sure that you complete all three. And how do I contact someone if I have questions about the conference or any of these processes?
Yes, if you have questions, please email our research email, which is research, research, at csnk2a1foundation.org. So Jennifer, we've talked a lot about this conference. So could you speak from your perspective on how the conference will benefit families?
I always say this, that there's nothing that can replace an in-person meeting. And for those who've been to our conferences in the past or have attended a family meetup, to actually meet other families in person who know what it's like to live with someone that has OCNDS, and the challenging experiences that it is for the individual and the entire family. And also finally see other children that have OCNDS. There's nothing like it. On our call recently, people were saying it just felt magical, or as they think back to our first conference in 2018, they still well up with tears just in how they felt so connected and inspired, their ability to have the opportunity to learn about the research in a digestible manner was unparalleled in any sort of avenue that we currently have. And this really gives families unique opportunity to also connect with researchers and clinicians, because most of our researchers are working with animals or cells in a lab, and so they've never actually seen that it's just not the person with OCNDS, it's the entire family that's affected. And we've had researchers who now feel like they have a purpose, and it's their lifelong mission to bring treatments to families with affected by OCNDS. So that is just one of the ways that the conference will benefit families.
Thank you for sharing. And what is the community connection event?
So on Sunday, we host a fun activity at the hotel designed to make a lasting memory altogether. The entire weekend, when it's a lot. Even if though that the information is digestible, it's a lot of material in a short period of time. People sometimes feel nervous if it's their first time attending, meeting other families. So we call it nerve-sighted sometimes. That's
Mhm.
probably not going to translate. But um, it gives us an opportunity again to make lasting memories, to laugh together, and to maybe sort of put the research and all the things that we've heard and just connect on the human level together.
Great. And where can people find the remainder of the agenda for the conference?
So it's on our FAQ. You can also find it when you register. It will be on the registration page together in your confirmation email.
Great. And if someone would like to donate financially or has connections for someone that might be able to sponsor certain parts of the conference, are there opportunities for people to sponsor the conference?
Yes, I'm so glad that you brought that up. There are many opportunities to sponsor the conference, from, a $250 donation all the way up to a $50,000 donation. As I had mentioned earlier, the conference is a huge financial undertaking for the foundation. We have a sponsor who is paying for the rooms for everyone to come, a sponsor that is sponsoring the travel award, but there are many other opportunities to sponsor the childcare, to sponsor researcher dinner, and things like that. So if you do know anyone, on our website under Take Action, I believe, there is the sponsorship page that details out our sponsorship levels.
Great. And recently, we learned from an OCNDS parent about a program called TSA Cares. Could you describe how it might help families as they're trying to navigate travel to the conference?
Yes, I haven't personally used it, but we've heard amazing things about it from our community. And the TSA Cares program is designed to assist travelers with disabilities, medical conditions, and other kind of special circumstances. And if your loved one needs extra support while navigating airport security, you can contact TSA Cares at least 72 hours before your flight to request assistance. So we have more information about this. You can look on Google, type in TSA Cares. Their help hotline is the phone number is 1-855-787-2227. And we were told by regional ambassadors from other countries that there are TSA kind of like programs in there. So we'll be trying to come up with a list. There's one for Canada, potentially one for the UK. So we will get those to you as we find out more details about them.
Great.
And I just want to add, this can be it's a new experience for our families and our kids. And so Jessica Ruth, who will be presenting at the conference, she'll be making social stories about that you can read with your kids, to showing pictures of what to expect. And then we're also going to have individual social stories for the research opportunities because we want for our kids to be armed with information and feel like they're in control and be successful. So this is something that will be coming out closer to the conference. Together with, we'll have more information, as I mentioned earlier, about childcare that will come out closer to our conference. You'll also be receiving a questionnaire closer to the conference about your child's likes, dislikes, toileting habits, and things like that. So we both look forward to seeing you in Denver. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Also, you can always post in the closed Facebook group if you're wondering what other families' experience have been coming to the conference. We look forward to seeing you there and looking forward to building some memories together.